we see, I believe, the first Kurt Angle sketch or vignette. I don't want to call it a sketch. It's a vignette introducing Kurt Angle.
Yeah, it's a promo, I guess. Even though
promo.
Not a promo. It's a video promo. And this is fascinating. This is like, to me, why this machine worked so incredibly well. So Kurt Angle was around right when I first got, like the first time I was there, like he was in a dark match. And there was kind of like, so what do you guys think of Kurt Angle, you know? And it was like, the crowd kind of was sitting on its hands because it's like, yeah, he's this Olympic champion. He came out, technically great, dark match, whatever. But there was certainly like, wow, is he Bob Backlund? You know what I mean? Is it like, you know, I don't know. There was nothing to be like, oh, he's great or he's over or whatever. Then, and it was before this video came out, but there was like a couple of them. They played it for us, either after a production meeting or it's at some point, I can't remember, in Stanford or someone was like, what do you think of this? And whoever, I don't even know to this day who did him or how it came about, but someone back at the studio, they started doing him with his three eyes and how like innocent and conceited he was. And it was amazing because I was like, oh my God, he's completely over as a weird new kind of heel. It was like, just based on these promos, he's so good at being like this wide-eyed, like, you know, conceited guy who can't understand why people don't cheer for him when he's like, I'm telling you how, you know, like I'm incredible. And it just immediately was invigorating. And everyone was like, me in particular was like, oh, this will work great. He's a new, you know what I mean? And not only that, he's a new style thing. We can bring him in slowly, but it's like, who is this rah weirdo conceited guy who just doesn't fucking get it? You know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of humorous. He's gonna be booed. And it was like this wonderful dynamic of like, this is a guy that's gonna be booed and he can't understand why he's being booed, and he's just acting like a 80s heel. And it was like, oh, it just worked. So just that quickly, through a video promo, immediately it went from like 3 weeks to like, yeah, he's great, but I don't know, the dark match, what are you going to do with him? How are you going to, oh my God, this is going to be great. He's going to get booed and he won't understand why. And it's everything that works in a positive will work in a negative form. It was just so weirdly exciting that just somehow, you know, because getting over can be a long, arduous trip, or something weird can happen, or a moment. Or you're someone like Kane who's visually almost immediately over just by like, holy shit. But Kurt Angle, like just this weird little wrinkle, and it was like, oh, we're off and running.